Welcome back to the Geek Show Arcade.
It's almost like I never went anywhere.
You know, the moment after Tony goes, "Welcome to whatever show we're doing," is always just so awkward.
Yeah, you guys
No one knows what to say.
love
We're always
anything.
talking over each other, and like
I do.
Literally anything.
I figure you do it on purpose, Tony.
Oh,
I think I do a
want to
pretty
see if
okay
you guys
job.
are ever going to fill the silence. And you always, you never
I do.
cease to disappoint.
I never disappoint.
Wow. Just come out and say it.
Great job.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah.
I don't know why I still have podcasts. All right.
You love us.
At least
I
with
was
you guys,
disappointed
anyway.
and I was still let down.
This is the Geek Show Arcade, where we talk about video games and video game related things. Because video games rock. They're just
pretty
so
okay.
much fun. Pretty dang great is what they are. Let's
Yeah,
kick it off
pretty
by
neat.
introducing our panelists. He's pretty dang great. He's James.
Hey, what's up? My name's James. I'm currently playing Life, the game of life. However, stick around with the show because I have a Halo inspired quiz. And I had to swallow halfway through that sentence. Holy moly.
All right, moving along. So James can drink his prime.
Oh,
Because I'm
It's-
white knuckling youth.
Lando.
hey, it's Lando. I'm on X. I don't look at threads anymore.
It's not
It's
worth
Lando.
it. It's not worth it.
All right, it's
You
Owen.
could keep with it. Hey,
Robot
follow me on
Owen.
Twitter, at
I'm sorry,
Technoman.
what?
Still there.
Uh-oh. Still
Robot
having
Owen.
some internet issues in
Follow
now a
me
little bit.
on the Twitter.
There
Oh
you
yeah.
go, at Technoan.
Sweet.
And we have a host.
Yeah, we told.
He has
we
the
told stories
most.
during
His
the
name is
in-between.
Tony.
No. Hey Tony.
What? So,
Delay.
like we do a tech
delayed because I
podcast
feel
too,
like
just heads up.
Owen's got a bit of a delay
Yeah.
going on here.
It's going to be just basically us three and the robot Owen, who's just learned how to feel.
I did the Tony thing
Yes.
and nothing happened.
Oh, I think Owen's back in sync a little bit. Check me out on Twitter at QuadTTony or on Blue Sky. 'Cause I'm on
I want a blue sky. Oh my
Sky.
god.
I'm just Quad T over there. QUADT. Check me out. Check me out. All right. Let's see. Do we have any emails? I don't think we have any emails for the arcade either. We didn't have any for help desk. Let me double check here on the arcade. Oh, just kidding. We do have an email.
Yes.
Or did
Get
we talk about
outta
this
here.
one last week? No, we did not.
Okay.
All right, here we go. It's from
Slow it
Lang.
down.
It says, "Hey fellas, had a quick question. After I've been diving more and more into PC gaming, good for you, I'm finding indie or unpopular titles that I never thought I'd be into. One that has been advertised is that Gravity Circuit that totally hit my nostalgia button. Gravity Circuit. I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
Is it like Sunset Overdrive?
I don't think so. But
All right.
he says, are there titles that you adore that are lesser known that you didn't expect? They're there, Owen. You're doing great. Your favorite Oregon listener, Lang.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, you guys will. I can start if you want. Lesser known titles that I quite enjoy. I'm a sucker for a good boomer shooter, and we are living through a boomer shooter renaissance right now with the indie titles. Lots of fun boomer shooters.
I can play Gravity Circuit on my Mac.
Oh, there you go. You
Yes.
found it. Lately, I've been playing one called HROT or HROT. I don't know how you say it. It's HROT.
It sounds foreign.
It does, and it is.
Right.
It takes place in the Soviet Union in like the 70s or 60s era, and it uses I don't know if it uses the Quake engine or like GZ Doom engine. Anyway, so it's all old school and you know, for lack of a better term, bad looking, but they use it. They have a really good art direction on it, and it makes it really interesting to look at. And it plays really well. I highly recommend if you are into old school shooters, like the old Doom, the old Quake, Quake 2, you know, that kind of thing. Check out HROT. Really cool.
I'll go next. I have three.
Ooh.
Two of which I'm not sure how indie they are.
Mm-hmm.
Hollow
start.
Knight, I think that one's pretty mainstream now. It was indie to start
It
with. It started on
started indie.
Kickstarter.
Yeah,
So that,
yeah.
that counts. Hollow Knight was really, really good. Celeste One of my very favorite games of all time. It's a platform,
I
a
can't
really
get into that
hard.
one. I keep trying, and I
I
can't get
tried
into it.
to. I couldn't get
It's a
into
hard platformer. Very, very, and the story is incredible. Like, which is weird to say for a platforming game, but the story, like, I was by the end of the game, I was literally in tears. It was really good. And then the third one that is out in left field is a game called Splasher. It is a platforming game where you have a splash gun and you get to shoot things with water. It's fun.
Oh,
Anyway.
water. Okay.
And
painted me a
paint and
picture. I
things.
feel
So
like I'm
and
there.
then depending on what you shoot, like you can bounce off things or you can like activate different things, and it's really fun. It's really fun to speed run.
Like Splatoon like that?
Kinda, but 2D. It's like I
Nice.
said, it's way out there. Splasher is the name of the game. It's older. It's on Switch. It's on Steam.
There you
It's
go.
fun.
All right, Owen. Is Owen frozen?
Oh
He's
yeah.
faking it.
No,
So,
He's faking it.
I just don't have any games that I play.
I see how it is.
I just thought maybe if I
I
had
just
frozen,
don't move. They won't
they'll
ask
skip
me.
They'll skip me because they're like, oh, internet problems. Yeah, I don't have any fun games like that that I'm into.
All right.
You know, RimWorld.
I
if
know.
I
I was
can.
gonna say. He's gonna talk about RimWorld. Oh,
It's supported very heavily by the Steam library. That's a
gosh.
bunch of independent developed plugins for that show.
Oh,
Game.
Tried playing that game, but it's too hard.
for that show.
Well, the
RimWorld.
reason was
There
is
you
I was
go.
I was going to set up a joke where I was going to say I haven't really been playing a lot of video games, but I've been watching this indie television show, The Witcher, based on indie video game.
You
I
know what
actually
game
started
you would
that the
like
other
along
day,
those
too.
same lines is 2 Point Hospital, James.
I've
You
been
played that
playing it.
one?
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm a big fan of Landon.
The
knows,
simulation games.
yeah, it's a simulation game.
Oh, what's the other game we played? Remember the other simulation game we played for a minute?
City Skylines?
No,
City
the one with
Skylines
the
coming out
underground
with the
people
number
that
two.
dig around and they have the
Oh,
dupes.
Dig
Frostbite.
Dug.
Nope.
Fro-
Nope. Shh.
Punk
Oxygen
Frost.
not
Frostpunk.
included.
Oxygen not included. That one's really good too.
Yeah, that one's okay. Owen played that game for a hot minute.
I like that. I did like that game quite a bit. Apparently, I didn't play it right though, right, James? I was supposed to do some.
No, you didn't
Mods
play
or
it right.
something.
You're supposed to get the Steam Workshop installed and get indie developers to help you because you can get unlimited gas.
Oh yeah,
I
all
have
I did was
unlimited
just
gas.
make my people.
Yeah,
all
you
I did was
do.
make- my people just ran through their own urine until they died. So
Yeah, but to be fair, that's kind of their fault.
that's
Too
right.
much
they didn't
uric
clean it up.
acid. Everyone
They
melted in
didn't-
their own pee.
Stop
they
peeing,
didn't
am I right?
clean it up. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, let's see. Thanks for writing in, Lang. All right, we got some interesting topics to go over today. This is the article I was talking about very briefly, teased in Geekshow Help Desk. Very pro-consumer on Microsoft's part. They are finally starting to sell replacement parts for Xbox
I
controllers.
saw this. This is very cool.
Yeah, this is really neat. Oh, and this was your story on the other one, so you can take it here.
No,
Take
it's
it.
all right. I wanted
Take
to.
it.
I saw that it was on both, and you probably read the story, and I didn't. So
You didn't read the
I'll
story?
let you do that.
Okay, I'll do it then.
I just put it on there. I was gonna wing it.
So basically, Microsoft. I mean, it's exactly what it says in the title. Microsoft is now offering parts for you to open up your broken controllers and fix it. You know, joystick assemblies, button assemblies. You know, stuff like that. And they're going to do it for the Xbox wireless controller models, the standard ones that are out with the right now for sale for the Series X and the Series S, and also for the Elite Series 2 wireless controller, which is great because that's a very
I thought that was pretty
expensive-
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very expensive controller. They're like $180, and you know, if you have this $180 controller and it's fine except for your trigger broke or your thumbstick started drifting or something, you can just replace the piece now instead of having to rebuy a whole new controller. Prices range for pieces from $24 up to $60, and the $60 one is like the whole main circuit board and motor assembly unit. So I mean, they're making pretty much all the pieces available. So
And
Pretty
downloadable
good.
instructions.
Pretty good.
You know?
with downloadable instructions, yeah. I bet you could order all the parts separately and build your own controller if you wanted.
Challenge
That
accepted.
would be interesting. It's
I
like
mean-
Lego set, but with more stakes.
Yeah, I'm sure that it wouldn't be any better than buying one, and it would probably be more expensive buying every piece separately. But I bet you could do that if you wanted. So
For bragging rights,
yeah,
street cred.
What
unfortunately,
street are you talking about, Owen? Sesame?
The one
No.
where you build your own
State.
Xbox controllers, bro.
Yeah, State Street.
Yeah.
On the corner of State Street and 72 South?
Yep.
No, that's the
Open
Shane
Mondays
Company.
Mondays through
That's the
Saturday
Shane-
till 8.
Duh,
Sundays
don't do
closed.
Monday
it.
through
That's
Friday
the
till
Shane
8?
Company.
Saturday
Saturdays
till
till
9?
9, closed Sundays.
Closed Sundays.
Actually-
Online at
Yeah.
shaneco.com.
I think they're open on Sundays now, if I remember correctly.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
so.
no.
The reason why Costco on Sunday is going downhill.
And
Get some principles.
so the program is live already, so you can find these pieces already out there if you need to fix something. So this is great news, though. I hope
If you didn't chuck your old controllers, you could
you can fix them.
you could fix your old ones if you haven't chucked them. Yeah.
I want Nintendo and Sony to get on this bandwagon as well. 8-Bit Do makes a lot of good controllers too. Get on this bandwagon if they're not already, So there you go. That's great news. Speaking of the current gen consoles, your Xbox and your PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, they are finally on sale. And when I say on sale, I don't mean like for sale. I mean they're actually on sale for a better price than normal for the first time ever in this console cycle. They've been out for 3 years, over 3 years, and right now both of them are $50 off at various retailers. So you can get an Xbox Series Xbox Series X for $450 or a PlayStation disc-based unit for $450 instead of the $500. So that's pretty cool. It's about time,
Isn't it
It is.
about time?
It is.
I would say. I just like anything that you can do with your hands. Really, I'm a big hand proponent. A lot of people say that about me.
Thank you. That's good
You're
to know.
welcome.
There
I
are
miss
so many
you.
jokes right now, but I'm going to leave them there.
Thanks,
I wanted to open my hands in offering to Jaren right there.
There you go. Owen, you have an article on here about Fallout 76. What's this all about?
Yeah. So a player called MJ. He was
Jane?
playing he was
Michael
playing
Jordan?
Fallout 76. I don't think it was him. But he ran into somebody. He ran into somebody that you might know called P3. Do you know who that is?
Well, I've read the article, so yes, I do. But
Oh, okay. So
Tell us.
you know it's Phil Spencer. Okay.
yeah,
So it's Phil Spencer. So he ran into Phil Spencer playing Fallout 76, and Fallout 76 just had they just had a quality
Big
of life
update.
kind of improvements, bug fixes. They had, yeah, and so I guess Phil Spencer was running out there with his level 11 character, And,
level 11.
Mr. Yeah, so he's not super into it, but he's playing.
I mean,
know,
don't
he's
get
like,
me wrong.
Better go see what my guys are doing.
I don't think I have a level 11 character, but it's just funny to hear.
I
the
don't have a
CEO
level 1, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's funny to hear the CEO of Xbox getting on to play this game. Yep, level 11 here. Hey, how's everyone doing?
Everybody want to
So-
just throw me a thumbs up? Everybody, can you unmute your mics? Give me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yep. So he was out there
Level
running
11
around,
here.
and Mr. MJ, his username on Twitter is MJ__ Hernandez,
okay.
and he went and gave him some stim packs and some heals and potions or whatever. So and
some
then
Radaway.
and then gave him and then gave him a heart emoji, and Phil Spencer gave a heart emoji back, and was like, it was heartwarming, touching.
That's just
really.
nice. Yeah.
So there you
His
go.
gamer tag is not
He
as good
eats
as
his own dog
James's.
food or plays his. No.
Good. That's a
Nobody
good
beats
note
Hero
to end
Fighters.
on right there. Yeah. Do you want to take a guess at what my gamer tag is? By any chance?
I know what it
Sorry,
is.
Owen,
It's
you
the
broke
best.
up a little bit. Yeah.
It's funeral taters.
Yep. It's the best.
It's really, really good.
It is a good one. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
better than mine.
Owen, your internet buffered. Go ahead.
I know. I'm good.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm yelling out through the door to stop using. I'm yelling out through the door for them to stop using the internet, but they're not listening. So they need to get off my 5 megabytes down to
Stop.
and 1 megabyte.
Stop watching the
Interact
neighbors
with each
on the
other.
internet.
That's right. You tell them.
enjoy camping.
Get off.
All right.
Pull
Get
the
off my
blankets and
internet.
warm things away.
Speaking of controllers, earlier 8-Bit Do is breaking into the keyboard game, mechanical keyboard game. You excited about this, Lando? You like a good
I saw this too,
mechanical
but I didn't
keyboard.
think it didn't make the cut for the podcast. But here it is. This is two
Well.
stories that I saw.
That's what you get for thinking. 8-Bit
I'm
Do
not excited.
Is it
just so you know.
You don't want this keyboard?
No, because remember, I have to have special keyboards that are all ortholinear and straight.
Goofy.
Remember?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
can't do staggered keyboards anymore.
So the cool thing about these keyboards from 8-Bit Do,
They look
pretty-
amazing,
They look pretty standard as far as like specs go.
but they look so good.
They have Kali switches. They're wired and wireless, which is nice. But they go for an NES look or a Famicom look. So the NES colors or the Famicom, which is NES in Japan, and they look really cool.
I wish they'd sell just the keycaps.
That would be cool, yeah. But then the other thing that's extra cool is they have added buttons that you can attach to the keyboard via a USB cable to the keyboard, and they're just giant AB buttons, and you can attach up to 8 of them to the keyboard at once. And when I
Awesome.
say giant, I mean they're like 4 inches across, like big plush buttons that you can just assign macros to and push, and they look
Awesome.
really cool.
That makes me want to have more trap doors in my life. You know what I mean? Like
That
if
is
I
the
could have big
exact
buttons
kind
with
of
big
button.
trap doors.
Yes, that is the exact kind of button you would put on there.
The only thing that would trump a big button like that would be a lever or a pulley, some kind of lever or pulley to activate the trap door.
You ever
But,
seen? Go ahead.
but if it's activated by a button, it has to have a trapdoor mechanism that comes back up on its own. Now, if you had a lever or a pulley, it could be a lever or pulley
Right.
activated.
You just push it the other
system.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're both in
You need
agreement
to-
here.
sounds
I
like
think
you need
so.
to get some. You need to get back into Minecraft, James. Sounds like
I just need to get more danger in my life. I
was
need
gonna
more
say, he
sneaky
just-
sneaks to be around.
Needs more super villainy in his life, is what it sounds
Or
like.
I am the supervillain and nobody's caught me.
No.
No,
No,
Sorry,
I'm too
bud.
simple for that.
Yeah.
I would be the lovable character.
Sidekick.
You'd be the guy that gets.
Yeah, no, nobody.
You'd be the guy
Red
that gets
shirt.
put down the trap. Unfortunately.
So the sidekick. What's the
that-
guy's name from Peacemaker? That one other guy that's like thinner, really kind of like a ninja, but like really dorky,
Oh, why the heck can I remember that guy's name? He was awesome though.
like Scooter or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. He was
He's like a
great.
self-appointed sidekick to Peacemaker. Gosh,
Yep.
dang it, he was such a good character.
I can't wait for season 2 of that. I'm quite excited. Anyway, back to this keyboard thing. It looks really cool, and they're not going to be crazy expensive either. They're coming in at $100, and for a quality mechanical keyboard, which we don't know for sure if this is quality because we haven't had one. They just barely announced it. They don't ship until August 10th. But 8-Bit Do has a very good track record for all of their products being good quality. So I would venture a pretty good guess to say this is probably going to be decent quality as well. And for $100, the only thing I wish this had that is almost always and probably will continue to be a deal breaker for me, I got to have my 10 key, my pad. You know, I can't do the 10 keyless. I need my numpad.
You know, I used to lean on that crutch all the time.
talking about
but
crutch.
now-
It's not a crutch, it's a tool.
You just need to learn to type numbers with your fingers. It's much faster.
It is not much faster. That is baloney.
Or you just switch your so I still have a 10K. I still have a 10 pad key on my keyboard as it sits right now. I just press a button and it's there. Boop, 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 boop.
Well, I don't think that's an option for these, but I see your point. I also reject it flatly. Nope.
You're not one to try new things.
I'm stuck in my ways. I'll admit it.
Yeah, that's no fun, Tony.
I gotta have.
I like trying new things. I switched my entire keyboard layout because I want to try new things. Tony,
Yeah, how's that working for you? We have the longest Slack
I'm up to-
conversations I've ever heard
I'm
of.
up to 45 words per minute at 98% accuracy. That's pretty good.
I type a message to Lando and then I go make a sandwich while I wait for his replies.
I'm not that slow.
To be fair, at least he replies. I
That's
suck at
true.
that.
That's true. I've made so many sandwiches waiting for James that I've got fat. Oh, I'm fat.
No,
What's
no.
that?
Hey, no,
Nobody,
hey,
nobody,
hey.
nobody corrected me. Oh,
Nobody disagreed.
and you know, if you average out James's words per minute, that's a negative number. You know,
Yeah.
That's true.
Wait, what?
when you
What?
don't reply, that's a negative.
That's true.
Oh.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
All right, Owen, you're in sync again. Tell us about the new Game Pass games leaving and coming into
So
the
we got-
Game Pass
I saw
library.
this too. I was going to bring it, then I thought not to.
We
Man.
got 4 games. We got 4 games leaving, and one of them is a pretty big one. The
What do we got?
you guys talked about it. Let's see. Let me here we go. Here we go. So I had
2
to
of
close
these are
that
pretty
page so I
big.
could get. Yeah, I had to close the page so I could get back up to sync here. But so 4 games leaving are Death Stranding, Edge
Big
of
one.
Eternity, Midnight Flight Express, and Total War Warhammer 3. So I didn't play
So-
any of those games because
It is.
don't-
It
Total
is.
War
of-
Warhammer
but-
3 is pretty good.
It is of note that the two big games that people know, Total Warhammer 3 and Death Stranding, are only on Game Pass PC. That's where they're leaving from. Those weren't. I don't think those were ever on
Okay.
console, but console Game Pass. But yeah, that's the thing with Death Stranding is you can find that game on sale like every other month somewhere for $10. So I mean, if you want to play it, just grab it on sale.
That's a
It's
play it for the story game, right? Because
Yeah.
outside of that, it's a walking sim.
bingo. Yep. So what do we got coming on to the Game Pass, Owen?
Eh,
So it's kind of a phased rollout here, starting on August 3rd. So we're gonna have it's a game called Celeste. I don't know that one, but that's coming to
no idea.
cloud, consoles, and PC. And then they can look
Lando is
forward
not
to a
paying
game.
attention at
we,
all.
we can look forward
Sorry,
to
I'm looking at
game
keyboards.
called a short hike.
That's unlike me.
A
And
short
I apologize.
hike. I didn't play that. I didn't see that.
I thought you said
Broforce
Death Stranding was leaving.
on August 8th, and Limbo on August 9th. I didn't say Death Stranding.
I know.
Yeah, but
trying
a
to-
Death Stranding's a long hike, not a short hike.
It's a it's a
Oh.
pun.
Oh right, I got that joke. Dang it, James. That was a good joke, and it was too
Fine.
sophisticated for me.
Don't do that to me.
Sorry. And then Airborne Kingdom will come on August 10th, and then Everspace 2 is coming to Game Pass on the Xbox Series X and S consoles.
Dude,
on August
Everspace. If
15th.
there was ever
So-
a space flying video game that talked me out of playing it by playing it, holy moly!
You tried
That-
the first one and you did not have a good experience?
No, have you tried playing that game? Have
Nah.
you tried playing that super non-intuitive freaking gaming spaceship?
Have not.
I've never had a game yell at me like, "You're having fun." Okay. It's the stepdad equivalent of video
Wrong
games.
way.
Holy moly.
Wrong way.
Wrong. You're wrong. You know that.
Oh, speaking
scene-
of games, James, do you have the new Pikmin game? You've not bought the new Pikmin game yet?
why are you doing the throat? The like.
because
cut
I
it-
bought it for Lex's birthday.
Why are you doing the? Wait, oh.
What are
no.
you doing
I
the
was like,
throat
he's doing
thing?
The murder thing.
You know, you
So
could have
you-
just
No, I
said
bought it for
no.
Lex's birthday.
All you had to say was
It,
no. Do you have it?
It's such
No.
I played the demo. I got the character for the Pikmin Bloom game, if you will. They added a couple of mechanics that I don't agree with, but whatever. I'm not in charge of the game. If they do away with Bingo Battle, that will be a huge bingo bummer.
Well played.
Marketing.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for that. What were we talking about right before I was going to make a joke?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it
I
wasn't very
derailed
good.
us pretty hard.
I was just laughing because earlier Owen says, "I've never heard of this game, but I guess it's coming to the Game Pass." Celeste, and then there was this
Oh.
pause, like,
And then
This
you
was
could
the
see the
game that
white
Celeste
noise
is
that
Landon
amazing.
Landon was
You should
producing.
1000% play Celeste.
This is what Lando was talking about. There was the easy, you just lobbed a joke right over the plate, and Lando's blank stare off into the distance.
I was looking at keyboards.
I'm just like,
I wonder
oh,
what
man.
colors I would look good in.
That was pulling a Jaren right there.
It really
Jaren
was.
will
And I
zone
apologize.
out.
That's unlike me and unprofessional in all ways. I will be
Real
accountable.
nice.
and
Bringing that-
For
that's
sure.
on
Just
me.
bringing that big Jaren energy in here.
Well, someone's got to do it, right? He's not here right now, so
That's two words you don't
Wait.
hear next to
Big
each other
Jaren.
very often, if ever.
Oh,
he
that's
is
so
not
mean.
a big Jaren. He's a
Aaron, I would
tiny Jaren.
never say that about you in
You
public.
would too.
In
100%. Oh, in public. Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I'm
Let's see. Anything else we want to hit before we play a game? Oh, just fair warning that the Switch 2 rumor mill is about to really just go into overdrive. More rumors have surfaced this week that supposedly it's going to be the last half of next year, last half of 2024, to get the new Switch 2 released.
Isn't that code word for November for Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
Usually, Nintendo's a huge fan of November releases.
Yep. But the Switch 1 came out in March, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that's true. It did.
It came out like
But last half
in the
Nintendo
spring.
does Novembers.
Yeah, they're big on hitting the holiday window, for sure. Yeah, according to rumors and looking at Nintendo's financials, it's looking like it is time for new hardware, and they did say for sure already that it will not be anything before the first half of 2024.
That's a long ways away still, it feels like.
That's about a year away. You got to
Darn.
remember, we're in August of 2023 right now. So,
That's bonkers.
yeah. Think about that for a minute.
I don't
Let
agree
that-
with these dates.
Let that marinate.
So
They
just
are.
let that marinate.
Nintendo is projected to have a hardware sales decline of 16.5% year on year for 2023, and software a 15.9% decline year on year. So it's not only is the hardware just long in the tooth because it'll be at 7 years by March next year, but it is hit the point where it's kind of saturated the market. Everyone that wants a Switch, or the majority of people that want a Switch, have one now. And so it's time to bring something new out. No rumors, no substantial rumors yet on specs or anything like that, other than
It's going to be a lot of fun.
it's going to probably have a LCD screen, even though the OLED was really, really nice. But to keep costs down, they'll probably release the first one with the LCD screen, is kind of what's speculated at this point. And then the big question mark, though, what everyone wants to know, and they're not going to tell us jack crap, I'm sure, until later, is backwards compatibility. There's still
Oh, yeah. Well,
no
come
word on that.
Yeah.
They are going to have to spend more money, though, more than likely, on hardware storage, because the internal storage on the Switch right now is only 32 gig. You look at the average.
It's poopy.
You look at the average game on systems now, and they're 50, 60, 100 gig, per game. So they'll need to make that larger, and then I bet they keep the micro SD card expansion because that's worked out really well for them. That's been a really good add-on.
It'd be weird if they
capability.
didn't.
Yeah, exactly. So
Do you think
Wonder
they'll come
if
out with
they'll do
Bluetooth,
Bluetooth, am I right,
Bluetooth
James?
after the fact?
Oh,
Yeah,
man. Lando got
Don't
the same
even.
time as
Don't
me.
even.
You see that? We were on the
Don't
same
even.
wavelength.
Don't even.
Owen?
Oh, yeah.
Don't.
Nintendo, I just want you to know,
No.
Nintendo is such an amazing, magical company.
Why
They
on
were
earth
able
did
to
you
add
receive a mail-in ad?
They were
To
able to
just say, did you
add.
buy a Switch in these years? We have an extra part that we want to give you for free that we can add to your unit after we already gave
After
it
the
to you.
fact.
Did you
They
buy
were-
something?
They were able to add.
You sure about
hardware
that?
After,
They added
Sure you didn't
hardware.
buy nothing?
Amazing.
hey, you're
Because
having.
I didn't buy nothing, and I got an update. I got an update, Tony.
Yeah. They
Guess what it did?
they sent hardware over the internet to your Switch
It was amazing.
to give you Bluetooth headsets.
Magic.
Nintendo.
Capability.
Dumb-
Okay, let's play
Freaking
the game.
thing
Let's play the game.
I've ever seen.
Now that James is in the mood, let's
You
play
sure
a game.
about that?
You sure about that? You sure about
You
that?
sure about that?
I think You Should Leave is one of the greatest shows on Netflix.
It was made for TikTok, and I love that it's on Netflix.
That's
you
what
sure
we're-
about that?
That's what we're referencing. You sure about that? You sure about that?
I threw water on you.
Just don't ask about the tables, okay? Now let's play a game.
Yes. If post Tony is listening right now is a good time to put in the banana of Halo. So let that play.
Did I get it?
Yep, nailed it. So okay, so just like a couple of weeks ago, I have trivia for you. I've thrown together several. Okay, get that out.
Do I need to grab paper?
Do you want to do a fart? Nah, you don't need paper. You want to
Oh
do a fart?
well, if you're gonna ask for it,
No.
There it
Nailed
is.
it.
Okay.
Dang it.
Welcome back to the
Oh,
trivia
yeah.
show. I can't remember who won last time. It was either Landon,
Owen.
Tony, Owen, or
no,
Jared.
it was
Jared?
Owen. Owen had a sneak from behind victory on the last question.
Oh, that's right. He came around just like Uncle Ricci. But I'm glad that we have a reigning champ coming back.
What does Christina
and,
Ricci's uncle have to do with this?
Don't worry about it. So we have 7 questions. They go from hardest to I didn't organize them in terms of hardness, but they have numbers in front of them.
There
Okay,
are
first
7
question.
of them, and they
First
are
question should
in
be easy.
an order.
Hope you're listening with your smart head phone.
That's all I'm
right
listening with.
now. The Halo story begins with an army of human super soldiers. Spoiler. Preparing for a secret mission. But before they could commence operations, they were attacked by their colony on
What's
Reach,
happening?
which was destroyed. What was the name of the one starship that got away?
Halo.
I hate everything about this. I have never
Wow,
played the
okay,
campaign.
guys, this was an easy
Halo
question.
is just a
Okay.
multiplayer.
This first one-
Is it?
this first one
Wait,
we're
wait,
gonna
Is
do
it
wait.
the
multiple
Is
autumn?
it
Is it the autumn? I think
Pillar-
it's the
Pillar
I think
of
it's the
Autumn?
autumn.
Oh,
Pillar of
I'm gonna
Autumn.
give both points to Tony and Owen. I think
Yeah.
Owen had it first, but Tony materialized the thought.
Is it the
before,
Odyssey?
so- Gosh dang.
It was Halo.
All right.
I have no idea.
Next
I played
question.
multiplayer.
Next question. Whoever can tell me first gets the point.
First to 50 wins.
What classification of Spartan is Master Chief?
There's class-
1,
Mark
2, 3, or 4?
A Mark. Master Chief is a Mark II, I think.
Yep. Tony gets
Yeah.
the point. Good job, Tony. Look at Owen's mad face. Okay.
Owen, did you know that one? Did I just beat you to it,
Did
or
not.
did you not know?
I did not. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yeah, he's Mark II because
Halo.
Mark One. The Mark Ones failed. The Mark II was the first success. The
But
Mark.
there was only several of those that survived.
Yeah, and the Mark IIIs, I think, all got wiped out. And then the Mark
they
IVs
glassed.
are the ones that you meet in Halo 5.
Who?
Locke
Oh,
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Those are
All
Mark,
the threes
those are
got
Mark
glassed,
IVs.
right?
Yeah, they all got killed.
Okay.
I think.
Uh,
I think.
Question number 3. Halo was first developed to be what type of a game before being switched to a first-person shooter?
RTS.
Yep. Tony gets a point. It was originally
Didn't they-
developed as
and
an
didn't-
RTS. And
And
bonus
then they still
point,
came out. Then they still came
What?
out with it, right?
Well, that was
What?
way later, and it was different.
system
It was
when
for
it was
the
in
Apples.
RTS was
Apples.
it being developed for?
Apple.
Oof. Tony, double points.
Apple.
Yeah,
What
it was
Apple
gonna be
When
an Apple
Halo
game.
was changed from an RTS to a first-person shooter, almost everyone at the developer was forced to working on it to meet the strict deadline. This led to the project leads Alex and Jason Jones cutting originally the multiplayer option. However, when Michael Evans and Hardy LaBelle, 2 employees who worked on it with Oni, heard about this, they set about resurrecting the mode themselves. They finished the multiplayer experience, which was completed in just the last couple of weeks before release.
Could you imagine what Halo would have been like without multiplayer?
No.
It wouldn't have been the same. That's like GoldenEye without multiplayer.
Exactly.
Forget
Yeah.
Like GoldenEye without multiplayer.
I still have memories from high school of
Yeah.
like having LAN parties where if you bring like 4 Xboxes together and 4 TVs and a whole bunch of people and playing the original
It was
Xbox. And there was always like the 1 or 2 people who could get you 3 headshots with a pistol every dang time. And I
Hated them.
still hated that. I still hate those people. Still
No
hate
scope. No scope. Okay. Question number 4. How long was the war between the humans and the Covenant before the start of the first game in Halo?
7
And
years.
Bonus points if you can tell me how old Master Chief was in the first game.
36.
30
I
years.
You were wrong with
know-
both of them.
I do not know these ones.
43.
They were. Owen, do you want to take a guess?
42.
This is
30
your
30 years.
backyard.
30 years. 75
Like,
years.
How long were we at war?
75 years.
No, 27
Before.
years.
Oh, 27.
Oh, dang.
How old is Master Chief? Come on, Owen. Come on.
31. No. He was, wait, so the war was 27. He was 9 when he was taken. 38.
No, he would have been
Made that
older
number
than that still.
40.
Because,
42. 42.
40.
so we're at a point
And it,
now
it gives me
where
hope that I can still amount to something in my life. I'm really excited about it. He's
Yeah.
a man who represents me.
I could,
Mhm.
but he spent all that time up to 42 being awesome in training and stuff. Have you done that?
Yeah, you got to read the Halo books. They're really informative about. They're really
he
good.
spent time squashing like the rebellion or whatever it was called, the insurgents, or I don't remember. The books.
When
If
is
you haven't read
season-
the books,
Oh, they're good.
They're good.
change your life.
When does season 2 come out for the show?
It doesn't matter. That show sucks.
Get
Question number
outta
5.
here.
Number 5. What was the last known race to join the Covenant?
The Brutes.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Tony gets the point.
So I've answered 4 out of 5 questions.
You've
I
already
win
won this game hands
already.
down. 2 more questions. Over its 2 decades of life, how much revenue has Halo, the franchise,
Ooh,
generated?
$2 billion.
I'll bet it's
You're
more
wrong.
than that. I'm gonna go with 3.1.
Owen?
3.1 billion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in at 4 billion. I don't know.
10 billion.
No,
10
980
billion? Can you imagine? It's
billion.
a $10 billion franchise, and that's what they
Insane.
put out.
Effed it up.
The last game they put out is that.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
launched in that state for their flagship system.
Console seller,
Yeah.
like you didn't get an Xbox for any other game except for
No,
Halo.
Halo.
at first.
No, it
Like,
was my Halo
that's why you-
player.
yeah, that was my Halo.
There's a couple of other okay games, but Halo was your
It was
jam.
Halo and cross-platform games. You bought it
Do you
for
think
Halo,
that-
and you
do you
bought it
think it
because
was
it
Bungie
ran other
leaving
games
that-
better.
Do you think it was 343 that's starting to run this game into the ground, or do you think it was when Bungie
Absolutely,
left?
it's 343.
Well, I
Like,
don't know how much of it was
right?
343 and how much of it was executives getting in the way. You know what I mean?
That happens
It-
all the time.
And it could have been a combination of both, for all we know. But
And
yeah.
last but not least, this question is about Halo Combat Evolved. How long to beat? How long to master?
Oh, geez. 8 hours to beat and a lifetime to master.
Or sorry, 100 to get
Yeah.
to 100%
Oh, okay.
platinum, I guess you would call it. But
Yeah. I have
Landon?
no idea.
200
this was your
hours.
jam, huh?
I didn't play the campaign.
Skulls.
200 hours.
Oh, jeez.
I have no idea about the story.
I didn't
play
that.
80 hours. 80 hours.
No, I'm going to say 8 hours to beat and 32 hours to 100%.
Apparently, it wasn't that like explored.
It's not a huge game.
game. Yeah, 10 hours to beat, 13 to platinum.
Only 13.
Usually, you see a
Oh,
little
wow.
bit more of a spread
Yeah.
on like the platinum.
That's
but
a very
that one,
small
not
spread.
So much. I will say that's all the questions I got. I'm very surprised
Tony
and
won.
slightly disappointed with Owen. I thought you would have.
Yeah.
Dude, I made this for you, man. This was your
No.
jam. You always talk about Halo.
No, I don't.
That's
I don't.
insane.
No, I know. I just. I'm not into the trivia. I just like the energy in the game, the story, the romance between Cortana and John 117. But anyway,
Have you played
fine.
the campaign for Infinite yet?
not yet. So I'm halfway through
Oh,
that. So I
dude.
understand. I understand
got-
that there's a twist there going on, but
Not really. There's not a whole lot of twistiness in the game, but it was just funny to watch where they picked up after Halo 5, because you had Halo 5 and all this crazy stuff happens, and then Halo Infinite picks up after all the crazy stuff supposedly happened.
Yeah.
It's like you're just gonna gloss over the last
Halo
20
5,
years
yeah.
of
Halo 5 is
craziness.
like, we all understand that was a huge mistake. So
Yeah, it was. I don't know. I
Rattlesnake
still
again, dang it.
really enjoyed it. I still had a really good time with the campaign, and the story wasn't bad by any stretch. But yeah, it's worth playing for sure, for sure, for sure. So, well, there you go.
Yeah, Halo's good.
Yep, James,
Two
good
betrayals,
game.
best level on Combat Evolved. I'll
Any
fight
game,
anybody.
any game that I win, good game. I like it. It's fun, and you know, maybe have a game for next time too. That's fun. One that I'll win again because
Yeah,
guys
don't do
wanna-
so specific games. I like
I
the
like
I like the
winning.
last game better.
All right, I'll go more general. Like
It'll-
maybe skin-colored games. How would you guys like that? Skin-colored games. Maybe that could be the theme.
Feels a little racist.
not if it's.
I
all
was
the
gonna
different
go with a
skins.
darker skin hue.
You're really in the danger zone right now.
Okay, we're gonna end this episode. Thank you so much for for listening, for downloading. But before we do that, shout out to our awesome Patreon backers, patreon.com/gadgetspot. And until further notice, and if you donate $6 a month or more, you get a shout out on the air, which I have right now. Extra big shout out to these folks right here: David Broshinsky, Aaron Young, Connor Keesaw, and Wiffleball Tony. You are awesome.
Yeah,
And
you
then-
is.
Yeah. And then also 255 max character limit reached. Andy Bird, Be the 8-year-old, Mark Cope, scrolling on down. Aaron Faulkner, Adam Hecht, Dick Messerly, Eric Cruz, Eric Steinman, Joe, Josh Dorius, Keslow, King Knight, King Bishop 3, Matt Nelson, me, speechless like a Japanese video game, ... Nathan Motzkus, No Name, No Color, Ryan M, Splinter, Stuart Lloyd, Travis Johnson. Get geeky stickers for your computer or laptop, or have me design something for you at Pyman Graphics on Etsy. Unfortunately, there is no lifeguard in the gene pool. Those are two different people. Y'all should check out Hendrix Craftsman on Insta and TikTok. And that is the end. All right. Thank you so much for that, Patreon backers. You are awesome. Congratulations on making it to the end, dear listener. We appreciate your download. We appreciate your time spent with us. We hope you had a good time. And until then, next week, which, as a reminder, is the last episode that will be on the old Gadget Spot RSS feed. Everything is now completely moved over to the Geekshow RSS feed, or the Geekshow YouTube, or Patreon if you're a Patreon backer. So this episode's the last one over there at the old Gadget Spot feed. And what was the other thing?
Next week's best
Oh
of.
yeah, yep. Next week's the best of episode. So reaching back into the archives of the Gadget Spot archives to hear the old.
The
Owen
the
bidet
origin
story.
of the origin of the bidet.
That's right. Changed all of our lives for the better, except for Lando. He seems to be some sort of weird holdout, not getting a bidet.
I'm too scared. I'm so
You gotta change your
scared.
life.
Could get one.
You just gotta accept that it might
Upgrade.
awaken something inside of you.
It will change
Evolve,
your gosh
Landon.
darn life. Yep. But until then, next week, Owen, take us out.
Hey, we hope you care.